Satnam. Today's meditation is called GurPrasad or GurPrasad. GurPrasad means that which takes me from dark to light. Please let me understand the blessings that have been given to me. Now, I want to tell you about a personal experience of my own when I was 18 years old. I was very ill with what's called Guillain-Barré. I was in the hospital for several months. If those of you who don't know what Guillain-Barré is, it is a autoimmune kind of a illness where your own immune system thinks that your myelin, which is the fatty substance around the nerves, it thinks it's an invader. So it attacks it. It eats it, kills it. Now, without that fatty substance around your nerves, there's no ability for the electrical current, your thoughts, to be able to work. So it paralyzes you. And it paralyzes pretty much every single part of your body. I couldn't walk, I couldn't breathe, I couldn't urinate, I couldn't do anything. I just lay there. And it's a drag, as you can imagine. Not being able to move, it's a drag. And so I remember one day I'm laying in the hospital and I'm feeling sorry for myself. I'm laying there and I'm just like, oh, why me? Why me? Why me? Why me? What did I do to deserve this? I was a good person. I was never mean to anybody. What did I do? Why me? And then a nurse had come in and she had rolled me over because I couldn't move on my own. So she rolled me over so you wouldn't get bed sores. They'd come in every, half hour, 45 minutes, whatever. And they'd roll me over on my side and then switch sides. So she rolled me over and I happened to be looking out the window as I'm feeling sorry for myself. So I'm looking out the window. I was on like the 10th floor and I could see cars driving by. And it's early in the morning, so I know they're off to work and they're going to work. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, they are so lucky. They don't even know. They don't know what I'm going through. They're just going to work. They don't care about me. They don't know what's going on. I'm miserable in here. I can't even move. And I'm just feeling sorry for myself. And then it hit me like a ton of bricks. Just a few weeks prior to that, I was one of those people. I was just going about my day, just driving to work, not giving anybody who was ill a second thought because I hadn't had the experience of it. So how could I? And then that's when it hit me. I'm like, well, instead of asking the question, why me? I started asking myself, why not? Why not? So I was good to people. Okay, shouldn't you be anyway? Why not? It was there and then that I came to the conclusion that, you know what? I'm going to be the best sick person that I can be. That's it. That's what I said to myself as I'm laying there. After feeling, sorry for myself, I'm like, you know what? Why not me? I'm going to be the best sick person that I can be. And that changed my experience of being sick. And it wasn't that it was easy, because it wasn't. But it changed how I reacted to certain situations. Because I remember when they first took the tube out of my throat, I remember thinking to myself, if I have to be paralyzed for my whole life, if I can at least talk to people, I can be okay, right? So I'm bargaining with God, saying, hey, if you can just take the tube out, I think I can lay there and be okay with that. And this is human nature, as you're about to find out. So then the tube comes out, and I'm like, oh, and I literally said, thank you. Well, scratchy, but I was like, thank you, because, it irritates your throat. But that was the first words that I said, thank you. And of course, the doctor thought I was saying thank you to him, but I wasn't. I was, saying thank you to God, the universe, goddess, whatever you want to call it. And then, a few days go by, and I'm laying there, and I'm like, you know what? Hey, God, if I could just move my arms a little, right? Yeah, and that'd be great, because then I could feed myself, and I wouldn't have to have people help me, and I could do these things. If I can't walk and I just have to lay here, at least I can talk to people and I can move my arms. And after a few more days, I could move my arms. I'm like, oh, this is great. This is great. Now I'm bargaining some more. So now I'm like, oh, if I could sit up a little. And then here's the interesting thing with Guillain-Barré. So what Guillain-Barré does is that it goes up and down. Not with everybody, but in my case, it certainly did. So I would, start to get better, and then all of a sudden I'd get worse. So now I can't move my arms again, right? So I'm like, oh, hold on, okay, I'm sorry. I was happy with the talking in, the little arm movement. Now that I have no arm movement, we start to become thankful for the things once we lose them, instead of being thankful for the things as we get them. So this is what GurPrasad meditation is. It is an acceptance. It is a saying thank you to what we think of as a blessing. It's easy to take, right? So you win the lottery. Woo, thank you. We just won the lottery. That's fantastic. Of course, how many times have you heard on any kind of these television shows, you see what people say it's a curse to win the lottery. You're like, oh, really? Okay. And then somebody like me who had that experience in my life, that is one of the most profound experiences I've ever had to date in my life. I am ever so grateful for having gone through it. I don't want to go through it again, but I'm ever so grateful for the lessons that I've learned. I've never taken a day of my health for granted since that time, never. I've never taken it for granted. I've always been thoughtful and mindful of even my breath. Not always, not every moment, but often. I remember the time where I could not breathe on my own. I remember how labored it felt. And I remember when I was able to start breathing on my own, it was also difficult. And now, just because we breathe in and out, we take it for granted because it's there for us. But again, this is what this GurPrasad meditation helps you to do, is to understand that the blessings are all blessings. And if you can see every circumstance that happens in your life as a blessing, even this coronavirus, we say, well, how is this a blessing? People are dying. Yes, people are dying. And that's tragic. However, people are also getting together in different ways. There's been so much humanity that has come out of this coronavirus. We talk about social distancing, right? Keeping our space from people. I don't see it like that. I see it as a social, well, to use an old word, common courtesy. I see it as social courtesy. Coughing in your sleeve, washing your hands regularly, giving people space. It's being courteous to other people. It's actually paying attention to everybody else besides yourself. And not because you're trying to not get sick from somebody, but because you don't want to be sick. You don't want to give that to somebody else. And that's what these meditations that I've been sharing with you do. They give you the ability to stay centered. So you don't have to tilt when things go, not the way you want them to. I hope you understand that if you can look at everything in life as a blessing, even though you may not feel like it is at this time, because again, I can certainly go through my life and some of the hardest parts of my life, greatest, most profound lessons that I've learned. And it's shifted me, and it's changed me, and it's shaped who I am. And I'm grateful for it. The trick is, can you be grateful for it as you're going through it? Not once it's passed, but as you're going through it. So that's enough. I'm off my soapbox. I just want to share with you a personal experience, a real life experience of what seemed a curse at the time, but I didn't realize was a blessing until much later. And even now, even to this day, I look back, and this is many years ago now, I look back at that time, and I'm ever so grateful. Grateful for the love of my family, my then girlfriend, now wife, who supported me the entire time. My entire family brought us together. So many blessings. So let's share this meditation of this GurPrasad. It's very simple to do, very pleasing, lovely, beautiful meditation. Let's tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Adi Mantra. Sit tall, chest out, chin in. Close your eyes. Bring your palms together, your thumbs touching your sternum, your chest. Sit tall. Taking a nice long deep breath. Exhale. Inhale deep. Exhale. Now inhale to begin. Om Inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale deep and hold the breath. Exhale. So this is a very simple thing to do. What we're going to do is you're going to take our elbows and we're going to have them resting gently on our side. And you do want them to make contact. You want them to touch your side, but gently. We're not pressing, we're just touching. We're going to sit tall, as always. Our hands, you're going to cup as if you were receiving, because this is what this meditation is. It is a receiving. That's all that we're going to do. We're just going to receive. And during this position of us sitting like this is what we're doing. So we're going to cup our hands and we're going to bring them up to the level of our heart with our elbows touching our side. We're going to stare down the tip of our nose with our eyes just barely open. So you're just going to stare down the tip of your nose with just enough light to come in that your eyes aren't closed as you sit in this position. And what you're going to do is you're going to either do one of two things. You're either going to ask for what you need and know that you're receiving it. Know that you're receiving the blessings from the universal soul. That it is wanting to give you and give you in abundance. That's what this meditation is knowing that you are being given and given in abundance. So if the universal soul or divine love or God or goddess or whatever you want to call it is constantly given. Think of all of you who love somebody else, your parents. Do you not want to give to your children constantly? Do you not want the best for them? Do you not always want to shower them with blessings and lessons? Why is the universal soul any different? And if human love is capable of giving that kind of love, well, what is universal soul love capable of giving? So understand that prasad is what is given to you. So you can either sit there gently like this and be grateful for whatever is given to you, or you can ask and see the bounty coming over. Let it overfill your hands. Let it flow all around you. And we're just going to sit here. And there's no time limit on this meditation. So we'll do it for 3-5 minutes, something like that. We're just going to sit. We're all going to sit together. We're going to sit in silence as we stare down the tip of our nose, as we sit tall with our elbows against our ribs, our hands like this, and we're asking for blessings. Or you're grateful for the blessings that are here. But believe it, feel it, and let this feeling come all around you. So let's do this. Let's sit quietly, and let's be grateful for the prasad, for the blessings, for the gifts. And make sure your hands are up at the level of your heart, though. do that as long as you'd like to, up to 31 minutes. There's no time limit as far as where to start. A good time to start is anywhere from 3 to 11 minutes. And you can work up to 31 minutes. When you do it, sit. Sit patiently, sit quietly. Feel. This is a very feeling emotion in meditation. Feel that you are being blessed, because in truth you are. Sit with the meditation. Start asking yourself the question, why not me? When you ask that question, those will be the days that you win. I wish you well. Sat Nam.